The storm clouds over Sector D41 looked like bruises spreading across the skydark, heavy and ready to break open. Wind howled across the abandoned cargo fields, making the metal scraps clank like distant bells. Everything felt dead. Everything felt forgotten. But Evan Hawley, a young human technician assigned to Border Rescue Patrol, kept walking. He wasn't supposed to be here alone, but the distress beacon he detected earlier wasn't normal. The signal carried a strange pattern almost, like a heartbeat inside the frequency. Evan followed it through the rusted cargo containers, past dead engines, and across scorched ground. He checked his scanner again. Signal source, very close. Status, critical. Evan tightened his grip on his flashlight. Whoever you are, please be alive. He moved between two broken transport crates when he suddenly froze. A sound drifted through the wind. A voice. A shaky, weak, terrified voice. Human. Please, help. I beg you. Evan's heart slammed against his ribs. That wasn't a human voice. Not even close. He sprinted forward. The voice grew louder. Please. It's swelling. I can't stop it. Evan rounded the corner and stopped in shock. The hook, first 3-4 minutes. A girl on the ground. And something wrong in the mud beneath the crashed alien pod lay a young alien woman, barely 20 by human appearance. She was curled up, holding her side in pain. Her body glowed faintly under the stormy sky, soft blue veins pulsing under her skin. Her clothes were torn from the crash, soaked with rain and mud. She breathed quickly, each breath trembling. Her eyes bright violet and shimmering locked onto Evan. Human. She whispered, please. Help me. It's swelling fast. I can't stop it. Evan dropped to his knees beside her. What's swelling? What happened? She shakily lifted her hand and pointed to her side, where a thick strap of torn fabric covered something bulging underneath. It wasn't swelling before. She gasped. But after the crash, the internal pressure, it's growing. It hurts. Evan leaned closer. Her side glowed brighter each second, like something inside was expanding or overheating. He looked into her eyes. What's your name? She swallowed hard. Ariel. Okay, Ariel, Evan said softly. I'm here to help you. But I need to check what's happening. I need to lift this fabric, all right? Ariel trembled. Please. Please, just hurry. It's getting worse. Evan nodded. He reached toward the torn fabric, and right before he touched it, Ariel grabbed his wrist. Her grip was weak, but desperate, human. If you see what's beneath, you must not be afraid. Promise me. Evan squeezed her hand back. I'm not leaving you. I promise. Thunder cracked above them. Ariel closed her eyes and whispered, then, do it. Evan lifted the fabric, and what he saw made him freeze. Completely stunned. The swelling that shouldn't exist under the fabric. Glowing blue energy pulsed under Ariel's skin like liquid light trapped inside her. It swirled violently, expanding fast, pushing upward. Evan recognized it instantly. A pressure core breach. Inside your body? Ariel nodded weakly. My species. We carry stabilizing cores in our sides. It powers our regeneration. But if cracked, she winced in pain. It will explode. Evan's breath caught. Explode? As in, a blast radius of 50 meters. She whispered, if it ruptures, I will die. And so will you. Evan felt cold fear crawl up his spine. She looked at him again, tears mixing with rain. Please. Human, I'm begging you. Help me, before it breaks. Evan forced himself to stay calm. Just tell me what to do. Ariel shook her head. You can't fix a core. Only my people can. But, Evan said firmly, your people aren't here. I am. So tell me what I can do. Ariel looked stunned for a moment, like no one had ever insisted on saving her before. Then she whispered, "There is one way, but it is dangerous." "Then we're doing it," Evan replied instantly. Her eyes widened softly. "You didn't even hear it yet." "Doesn't matter," Evan said. "I'm not letting you die." Ariel held his gaze for a long, emotional second. Then she whispered, "You must hold the swelling core with your bare hand." Evan froze. "What?" "If it's unstable, my energy will hurt you," Ariel said softly. "But it will also calm the surge. Only a human can survive the shock because your bodies absorb energy differently." Evan hesitated, but only for a moment. Then he ungloved his right hand. Ariel's eyes widened. "You're really going to do it?" Evan placed his hand over the glowing swell. The energy hit him instantly. A sharp, burning, electric force shooting through his arm. Evan grunted in pain. But he didn't pull away. Ariel gasped as the swelling slowed. "It's working, human. Don't stop." Evan clenched his teeth. "I'm not stopping." But then, the ground trembled beneath them. A low growl echoed across the field. Ariel's eyes widened in horror. "No. They found me." Evan looked up. Through the rain, dark figures approached. 4 armored hunters, heads glowing red. Ariel whispered, "They want my core. They track core energy. And now they sense you holding it." Evan's hand shook, still pressed on the glowing swell. He couldn't fight while holding her. Core pressure. He couldn't run. He couldn't even move. Ariel whispered, "Human. Let go, save yourself." Evan shook his head. "No, if I let go, you die. You will die too." "Then we die together," he said quietly. "But I'm not leaving." Ariel stared at him, shocked, emotional. "No one has ever said that to me." Evan held the swelling tighter as the hunters drew closer. He whispered, "I'm here. I'm staying. And I'm saving you." Ariel's eyes filled with tears. Glowing blue. Then hold it tighter, all of it. I will guide you." The hunters closed in. Ariel placed her hand over Evan's. Their combined energy flared. A bright, powerful, stunning light exploding from the core. The hunters were thrown back. Ariel gasped. "You stabilized it." "Human, how?" Evan smiled weakly through the pain. "You told me to help. So I did the unthinkable." Ariel stared at him, stunned. "You saved my life. And I'll do it again," Evan whispered. She leaned her forehead gently against his. "Human. Why would you risk everything for me?" Evan looked into her glowing violet eyes. "Because you begged for help," he said softly. "And I listened." The storm finally calmed. The swelling stabilized completely under Evan's hand. Ariel collapsed into his arms, safe, breathing, alive. She whispered, "You are not like others." Evan smiled. "Good, because you're not like others either." They stayed there in the quiet field, a human holding an alien woman he almost lost. Their bond forged in danger and desperation, and for the first time, Ariel didn't feel afraid, not anymore, because the human who answered her pleaded the unthinkable and saved her life.